Hello, this is Neil from Flame From Studios, and well, I wait for my computer to kind of go through its antivirus thing. We'll be filming this episode of Mistakes of the Past. We are going probably further back in time, and we are going with Nintendo. You know, this gaming company, which didn't even start off as a gaming company, and we'll be covering the other businesses that they did. And this will also include the experiments that they did, but we won't cover all of them because, hey, this episode is about the failures, and we just want to at least cover them. We also covered the two main older parts, the trading card Nintendo and the toy manufacturing Nintendo. Both of those which can still be reviewed from time to time. But while that's our 2DS rest, well, over there and our laptop going for its antivirus thing, I'll be doing it right now. Nintendo is great, except most of the time it isn't. If you look at the Switch, it is, if you ask me, a huge piece of shit. Wii was good, but wait until you see the other stuff they did. There was a QR, wait, ever wondered what use were those QR cards you had coming with almost every single 3DS? Those were actually inspired, not by augmented reality, and plus those were AR cards, not QR cards. But no, those were inspired by Nintendo's first business from when they were founded, where they made those special cards which actually did not revolve around gambling. In case you're wondering, they did not adopt the kings and queens and hearts and spears. No, that would be with the more American companies. If you could ask me, those are like a lot of money, unless if you're talking the re-released ones with Mario. But if you think about it, one of the cards which had Napoleon Bonaparte, who wasn't blown apart, he was which managed to appear in Nintendo Labo, the house. So they have a nice piece of trivia that you've probably heard many times before. Next would be the thing that would mostly be recognized for, the toy company. Though you might have thought I was saying about video game Nintendo, but no. We are covering the experiments and the stuff they did before. They actually did have this nostalgic thing that was like extendable. You could be able to grab stuff, and it was actually, if you ask me, it was kind of, it sounds very fun. They ended up releasing one for the Wii Shop, and basically the Wii Shop's dead and you can't get any, yeah, it's dying. Yeah. And now, let's get into the other Nintendos, the ones which failed badly and never got anywhere. First off, we have Love Hotels. Does it say this? If you thought that was a place where Mario and Peach got married and had Bowsette as a daughter, you're wrong. This was real. And this was actually almost what Nintendo became. And in case you wonder what Love Hotels are, it's where you do this, where you kiss where you kiss people and basically make love. And where I was staying at somewhere. Like, think about it, look at me doing it. Well, that got saved. Very much, and let's continue on with it. Love Hotels would have definitely been the pain of everyone if Nintendo ever. Let's get into that and moving on again. At least this might be the longest time to film just one episode without even doing 2 takes. And if Nintendo ever decided to stick with Love Hotels, I'd always just try to keep thinking of Mario and Peach together. Alright, that's a bit too creepy. Now, next, we have TV stations. And yes, Nintendo tried to get into the TV market, and I think it was like a news channel, but if that ever was become a thing, it wouldn't that was make sense, because think about it. News channels have nothing to do with toys, unless we counted the news reporters playing the Switch and all that, and even advertise saying about it. It shouldn't be the nicest idea that I would think of. And though, to be honest, I would give us a break and help us forget about all the love stuff, but at least be able to watch Mario and Peach being broadcasters. Just imagine how it would be. Like, you've got this channel, it's just appeared out of nowhere, and then you would have the actual possibility of a Nintendo news channel. You've got that right now, to be honest. There was a news channel for the Wii, but like, no, I'm meaning like actual TV. Alright, maybe that was a bit too much, because YouTube, Hulu, on the Wii, and other stuff from Nintendo. Yeah, I think we could probably end right there, but we could always at least just feel glad that we did not have to go through all that pain, and all I got was a 2DS. And that's the end of the video. If you want, you could subscribe. It's no recommendation, but it is a recommendation. It's actually not, and it is a recommendation. Sorry, people. And you can leave a like, or you can leave a dislike if you think that I've run out of energy. And you can say about in the comments. Question of the day: who would you have broadcasting your channel and being the main news reporters? Liam for Flame Farm Studios, sorry for the MP3 quality, but it's needed. This is goodbye for now. P.S. Don't you know the laptop is gone? That's a good thing, because hey, at least it must be fixed. Sort of. Goodbye.